No, what's that? Okay, yes, you're good.
Okay. Call to order the Aransas County Appraisal District Appraisal Review Board. Do we have a quorum?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, we do.
We have a quorum. It is 8:30 on July the 14th.
Yes.
Call to order the Appraisal Protest Review Board. Do we have a quorum?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, we do.
We have a quorum.
I don't know why.
8:30.
I think you're good. I just turned the speakers down. So. Charlie, say something? Okay. Charlie, are we going in order how they are on the sheet?
Yes.
Okay. I'll get the first one.
And that's, unless they tell me otherwise, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's fine.
the meeting's been open, we're ready to go. So we take them in the order that Sal has them on her sheet.
The affidavit is there.
And for the sign in, so they're gonna sign in for all 40.
Okay.
And I put it here where you can read it, maybe to say 1975
Oh, okay.
through 1997,
All right.
since they,
I'm gonna get my other license.
okay.
1975.
Yeah, we'll start with that. 1 3.
1972, you mean?
That's yours. Hold on.
I don't have a 75. I have a 72 and a 76. And then it goes to the 80s and the 90s.
Well, okay, but they're in different orders. It's not in, it's okay, don't worry about it. It's on the 830 docket, and then it's in order there. But this is all the case numbers for all day. We're gonna start with
1972.
yes, 1972.
And they're under affidavit only here?
Yes.
Yes, and then the 830 docket.
Oh, and some are in the 830. Oh, I see. Oh.
Because if it was at the end of the day, I wanted you to be able to find them easily on your.
Affidavit only and then 830. And then 830.
Where'd you go?
Look at that. Man, this place is organized.
Different places.
Oh, sorry.
So is Eamon doing it?
Yeah.
All right.
If he starts that way and then pulls it out.
There he is. Tell me when you're ready. Okay, we're opening a series of hearings for the Paladin Tax Consultants. This hearing is being recorded. We'd like it down to the end. Pick them one at a time. We are the Appraisal Review Board that will be hearing your protests. The protests today. We do not work for the appraisal district. We are appointed to perform an independent review of the protest. Protester has the right to appeal our decision. Appeal information will be provided to the protester with our determination. In accordance with Tax Code Section 4145H, all written materials assumed to be provided with the affidavit. The ARB members who are considering the protest have not communicated with anyone about the protest and signing affidavits to that effect. I shall have power to solemnly swear that I have not communicated with another person in violation of Tax Code Section 41C F. This relates to case numbers 2021 through 549. 2021-549, 1971, 1972, 1975 through 1997, 1999, 2000, 2002 through 2004, 2007, 2010, 2016 through 2018, and 2020 through 2023.
I, Robert Dayton, do solemnly swear that I have not communicated with another person in violation of Tax Code Section 41.66F. And this applies to case numbers 2021-549, 1971, 1972, 1975 through 1997, 1999, 2000, 2002 through 2004, 2007, 2010, 2016 through 2018, and 2020 through 2023.
I, Kathy Hoffman, do solemnly swear that I have not communicated with a person in violation of section 41.66F. This pertains to case numbers 2021-539, 1971, 1972, 1975, 1999, 2000, 2002, 2007, 2010, 2016, 2018, 2020, 2023.
Bill Duck, do solemnly swear that I have not communicated with another person in violation of Tax Code Section 41.66F pertaining to case numbers 2021-549, 1971, 72, 1972, 1975 through 1997, 1999, 2000, 2002 through 2004, 2007, 2010, 2016 through 2018, and 2020 through 2023.
I, Scott Wagner, do solemnly swear that I have not communicated with another person in violation of Tax Code Section 41.66F as it pertains to case numbers 2021-549, 1971, 1972, 1975 through 1997, 1999, 2000, 2002 through 2004, 2007, 2010, 2016 through 2018, and 2020 through 2023.
All testimony from all witnesses must be given under oath.
Damon Burke, do solemnly swear from the testimony shall present the appraisal review board for the Aransas County Appraisal District is true and correct. This for cases number 2021-549, 1971, 1972, 1975 through 1997, 1999, 2000, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2007, 2010, 2016 through 2018, 2020, 2020.
Opening hearing on case number 2021-1972, account number 13417. This is an affidavit only hearing.
Aransas Central Appraisal District 13417. The account number is James A. Farnsworth, 7148 Round Rock Road, Dallas, Texas, 75248-5212. Property is 1501 Bay House. Bay House condominium unit 1501 in 118 interest in the common elements. The reasons for protest selected are incorrect appraised market value, values of properties. Section 4 says that the evidence is one packet. Section 5 says on the basis of unequal appraisal and in accordance with Texas State Property Code 4236.3, we found 8 that are similarly situated, that are in the same general kind of character that suggest the property is overappraised. Thus, we recommend a value of $288,951. Please turn your attention to the full uniform section of the appeal summary in our packet. Most respectfully, property tax. It was likely denied within the period of hearing, and it was signed and notarized there. Next page is the account history of this property. It shows our notice value of $311,720. previous years, last year was 229,370. Prior to that, it was 234,250. Next page says same thing that was said in the little statement. Their requested value is 288. All right, here's their equal and uniform analysis. And it's got other condos in Bay House. These are all 213, 215 improvement values. The subject is noticed at 236. And for the improvements. Not sure how to read this. Okay, so it's just the value per square foot of each comp being given to the subject's square footage. And that's what's creating. Yeah, that's what it is. So most of the comps are 213,000 improvements. The value per square foot is about $153, $154 a foot. The subject is noticed at $169 a foot, and they're just saying, hey, it should be like the other ones. It's 1501, and they're looking at the other ones. All right, the next is the, I don't know why they always do this, it's 2 pages, say the same thing. And then there's a map of the comps.
Because the comp is at the end, does that make it different?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our rebuttal to that as an equal and uniform argument is, it says, 8 that are similarly situated with the same general kind of character. There's one more part of that part of the tax code that's appropriately adjusted. That's not appropriately adjusted. You can't just take nearby houses and say, I want $10 per square foot, regardless of where it sits, or how old it is, or whether or not it's updated, or this one's renovated, or you can't just have the same dollars per square foot as your neighbor and ever have things be at what they're actually worth. All right, so this is count 13417. It says that, there's a note in here, that the change is that there was an effective age change for this property, and the neighborhood got a 10% neighborhood adjustment this year. That's the same. The value last year was $229,370. With the property card, it's built in 1981, the effective age is 2000. So when this thing got rebuilt, it was also not rebuilt exactly the same old way it was before. A little bit more up to date. All right, so look at the sales. So this is 1501 Bay House. Our first comp is 1502 Bay House. The subject is 1394 square feet. The comp is 1392 square feet. And we have the same effective age. These are really, really close. And the one next door sold for $294. And then we have one that is slightly smaller, but other than that, it's exactly the same. Same thing as it's 2001 effective age. I guess they all got this effective age change since the condos, the Bay House is done as far as this one sold for $305. Another one looks like it's much nicer. It looks like it's noticeable, it's 2015, so it's probably totally outdated. Furniture and everything, 355. And next one sold for 325, and it's a little bit smaller as well. So some high, some low. What are they house doing? And what we noticed was that our value last year of 230 just wasn't happening. The median value of this is 321,097. Below that, I'll point out part of that includes sales of some ones that are a little bit nicer, so 311 is probably not as low as that makes it seem. Equity rate just shows other condos. All these condos are exactly the same. The ones that are, don't have anything weird going on with them. 1502 is the one next door, and its market value is within $1,000. They're all the same. So yeah, our equity grid shows, for whatever reason, that this should be $305,000. And I will point out that it actually seems to make sense. I mean, the one right next to it sold for, it was a lighter sale. The one right next to it sold for $294. Our equity grid says 305. And like I said, there's some high, some low. Some people are getting these for $295. Others are more updated. They're paying up to $355 for them. So all of our stuff is pointing to 305.
Just out of curiosity.
Well, I don't think that their presentation, they weren't appropriately
We can take the time to look at those comps, but judging by our improvement value aren't that different on properties and condos. There's going to be interior.
Their list of
Which one? Does it matter?
2205 Bay House.
That's 13476.
76?
77.
One on the list there. Yes.
That's smaller. Or it's like a split.
What?
It's a split level.
2 levels.
So this one is, oh wait, what does it add up to? 16, it's gonna just be smaller. Ah, so why did this one not get the neighborhood adjustment? Is it, let's look at the map.
The map.
the 87%.
They all are, that's effective age.
Okay.
The picked up, just like a, once you can find this one. And I don't know exactly where this neighborhood was, it's probably.
We're on the 1300 here.
Okay. So these have a neighborhood adjustment, but these don't. Does that sound right?
I don't know. I can look at all of them and see real quick.
Look at 1341.
That's why they came to us. They were lower.
They're all the same.
They're all the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a 10% there.
Okay. Go back to the picture real quick. And but so the sale comp is this. This one sold for $295. If this one wasn't the last one right next to the water, And the guy who owns this condo is just gonna say that one's definitely better than this. Because this guy's got this, and this guy just looks swimmers. I don't feel like it's that big, but if it wasn't the one on the very end, if these were two interior units, I would say just have it be whatever it's sold, $295. But I guess there should probably be something for the fact that it's the end unit closest to the water. I don't know why there's a neighborhood adjustment on this one and not this one, not this side. I have no idea. Yeah,
I'm good with that.
300 dollars.
Ready?
To be honest, I would be fine with 295. The water.
Because it's one on the end that doesn't have a neighbor on both sides, it has a neighbor only on one side. 300?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. I make a motion then on case ID 2021-1972, account number 13417, when considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value, Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of appraisal or equity value. I move that we lower the 2021 appraised value on this property from $311,720 to $300,000.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Hearing is closed. Opening hearing on case number 1976, account 15019.
Protest is Q1 and Q2.
Q1 and Q2. David?
5019. Paul. Stephanie. 40 South Point Circle, Rockport, Texas, 78382-7066. Property is same address, 40 South Point Circle. Cape Valero Estates, number 1, block 1, lot 9. The only thing selected is equity.
No, Q1, Q2 on the protest form.
No, hang on. It said it's Q1, Q2. This is 1976, right?
Yeah.
It's Q1, Q2 on paperwork. You're right. It's only Q2 on the protest form. If
Okay.
I'm not mistaken.
All right.
And the section 4 says the evidence included is one packet. Section 5 says on the basis of unequal appraisal in accordance with Texas State Property Code 4236-3, we found 4 similarly situated that in the same general kind of character that suggests the property is overappraised. Thus, we recommend a value of 545, 528. Please turn your attention to the uniform and equal section of the appeal summary in our packet. Most respectfully, property tax consultant. This likely do not intend to appear at the hearing. Sign and notarize it there. Account history shows our notice value of 685, basically 684, 680. Last year it was 267. I guess this is construction. Next is the copy page that shows other properties. So it's showing the other properties. The other properties they're comparing to are 42, 48, 32, and 34. 32 South Point and then 34 North Point. And then it gives a median of the value subject that had the same improvement price per square. they're gonna be presenting every time. And the next page is the adjustment detail, and it shows their systems adjustments. Their system's just pretty automated. It doesn't show you the work percent. Yeah, that's what's actually happening on there. Is the three things you see in that little box. It says improvement adjustment, 5% for every doubling the size. Age adjustment, 1% per year. Difference after 3 years. Class adjustment, 10% for class difference. And then it shows each property what they had done to make those adjustments.
See,
It's all the same regardless.
Those, as far as I know, those three adjustments, that's the only adjustments that are made, and those are the same. It says 5%, 1%, 10% for every property of every kind everywhere all the time. And then there's a map. It shows a bunch of stuff on South Point and one on North Point. 15019. This was.
Wait, this is, hold on.
What's that? Oh, it's okay, they have it on their tablet. It's pulling our evidence.
Yeah, but it wasn't the right evidence in there. That's what I'm saying. Hold on. Maybe it's just the wrong cover page.
It is. It will, no, just the label.
Oh,
at the
yeah.
top.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Got it.
Just the cover page was,
The cover page is right, just the EID is wrong,
okay.
because the cover page has the right sale price.
Okay, there you go. Just went with the ID, I guess.
So it says last sale price was $678 in 2021. So this was just a purchase. They just bought this, they paid $678. There was, it was 75% complete in 2020, so it wasn't done yet. And it says class and effective age, but that's pretty normal for a rebuild. Something that we don't update the class and age to what it's going to be when it's done. We probably should in retrospect, but we haven't done that. I'm just trying to give people a conservative estimate. So once it's done, we see what it looks like. Set it, reset it to whatever they end up building. Right, so it looks like we got a 7 SS minus. We have a really nice custom home. Effective age 2011. Built in 1986, but has been rebuilt since the storm. A significant amount of work going on. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. This is right. Next couple pages are actually just pictures of the property. Very great. Ready? Go. That's the inside. There you go. It's 7 mics. The house is pretty safe to assume that anything that's not the way they wanted it was changed to be the way they wanted it. All right. Comp sales 2021. They only selected equity. So they only selected equity because they just bought it. So obviously the market value is going to be what they paid for it. The equity grid is other properties: 40 South Point, 28 South Point, 23 South Point, 50, and 27 South Point. This is one of the nicest houses. It just gotten done. And when adjusted, the number we get is 691. We can dig through all those adjustments, but fundamentally the difference here is just going to be that our adjustments are adjusting for each item on the property, adjusting the accounting for land differences. We look at these a lot, and this doesn't tell you everything. Most of them look like what theirs looks like, where it just spits out this number at the end, and it doesn't tell you what's going on back here. Our stuff has a lot of numbers on it because they're trying to show you a little bit more. But what happens is there is, this is just the change in value from depreciation. That's all it is. This here is the change in value for the class, but it's also the class at that square footage. So this isn't $1 per square foot amount, that it's 6XT plus. It's a whole matrix of values. And so it finds it and makes these adjustments just for the class here. That's not accounting for size. It's just accounting for the class at that point in the table. And then this is accounting for size. So the 300 square foot difference is that. That's 300 square feet difference at the point of where it is, but without adjusting the class, because we already did that. So it's each individual thing being done. And we're not just doing 5% for every doubling. It's a lot. You've seen the Marshall Swift stuff before. It's pages and pages and pages of adjustments for height and size and dimension and market and all the rest of that stuff. It's got docks, it's got a boat lift. That's all it is. It's just the appropriate adjustments. I'm not saying that all this stuff is 100% perfect. There's some of this, the way that it works, that is not, it isn't perfect. But every appraisal works like this. You can see appraisals, you buy a house and you get the same thing. It may not be perfect, but it is the way appraisal works. And what they're doing, only see it from tax agents, where nobody else does that. No, nobody does it. It wouldn't work. There's no chance that we would get to 5% accuracy doing things like that, because that's just not, when you buy a house or a property or whatever, they're not just going to say, oh, well, double, 5% for every doubling in size. That's just not how it works.
Comp equity number of 691 supports your 680.
Yeah, and the sale price was 678.
I don't really, want to get into a debate over it, but
Well, I would say whatever comes up on this
the
probably
comp line, the comp
678,
line,
right.
adjustment. of- it's just a hair over 400 square feet, $30,000. And like I said, I don't get into a discussion of it, it's just.
No.
It's just- It struck me as odd that it's 300 square feet roughly. It's 1,000 square foot adjustment.
The sale price trumps anything else.
678.
Is that the explanation for the sale price? They have to put it somewhere.
Yeah. It's just count it.
Okay.
After the-
Okay.
678, all right.
678.
Even. All right, make a motion then on case 2021-1976, account number 15019, considering Q2, appraisal ratio exceeds the median level of appraisal or equity value, that we roll back the 2021 assessed value from $684,680 to $678,000.
All in favor?
Aye.
Case closed.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
I wanted to let you know that the next case on the listing, there is not an affidavit for it.
1983.
Right.
Every three.
But there is one for the next one, 1984.
Okay.
So I would propose that you hear each case that has an affidavit with it on the 8:30 and just continue on.
Yeah.
I guess if they sent an affidavit, in a little while, we can go ahead and put that in. If that was a real one.
For now, we'll just skip it.
Yes, yeah.
1984 is okay?
Yes, I'm gonna leave this with you. These I've written down so far, what doesn't have an affidavit. Anything that doesn't have that written on it has one.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so we're opening a hearing on case 1984, account 17204.
Under protest is Q1 and Q2.
So this is file to do trust. We living trust? How do you do that?
Dupuy.
We living trust. Is Keith J. and June Jr. trustee of the 54 Commanders Code, Missouri City, Texas 774. Property description 3457 Route 1781. Copano Village subdivision, lot 58. Y'all know where Copano Village is?
Yes.
Reasons for protest are 1 and 2, market value and values unequal. Section 4, evidence says in one packet. On the basis of market, there are 2 comparable properties that sold in the pertinent year of 2020 that suggest the property is overappraised. Based on these comps, we recommend a value of $495,247. Please turn your attention to market sales section of the appeal summary in our packet. Secondly, in accordance with Texas State Property Code 4236-3, on the basis of unequal appraisal, we found that 5 are similarly situated that are the same general kind of character that suggests the property is overappraised. Thus, we recommend a value of $601,446. Okay, so they're recommending 2 different values. Please turn your attention to the uniform and equal section of the appeal summary in our packet. Most respectfully, property tax consultant. Section 6 says they do not intend to appear at the hearing. Sign and notarize and verify. The account history is our notice value of $631,790. There's more value in the land than you can.
So
Scale
that's
is
not gonna load.
Okay, and then their property information says, it says that the state code's A3 condominiums and townhouses. State code A3 is waterfront property residential. It's platted waterfront, so I'm on page 2. I don't even know. I'm starting to get confused. This is a condo. No, it says it's a 5 FB plus. Yes, it is. Even a townhouse would probably have a different code.
That's what it is.
I'm
Copano.
looking at the wrong map.
Okay, so it is an individual house.
Yeah, okay, so it's a tract house on Copano. Right there. On the shoreline, it's next to the gate exit. All right, and comps on 8 Copano Ridge, 3809 Loop 1781, 95 Copano Ridge, 208 Ridge Harbor, 78 Copano Ridge. 7 Copano Ridge, 11781. All right, and their equal and uniform value comes out to $601,446, which is 30 grand less than the most. Yes, there's an app from the on page 5. The next is a market sales, so they've got a couple of sales. Subject is 457. Okay, so they've got 94 Copano Ridge and 102 Ball Street on their comments. And those sold for $340 and $325. Were adjusted to be like the subject. The median value is $495. Well, because the first one is just taking our numbers and saying, you know, if we make our adjustments to your numbers, is this the same as everybody else? The second one is going off of sale prices. Not only are they different values, they're different properties. So 102 Ball Street wasn't in there. I don't even think 94 Coconut Ridge was in there. So they're just different properties, making different adjustments, and they're coming up with very different values. Well, that the reason you don't normally see that stuff from us is because we are manually doing all this stuff, and we're going through it, and we're thinking about it. This is a very automated. This is done in like you push one button, so even the text in the affidavit is automated. There's a script that writes the statement. That's why it reads exactly the same way every time. They're not typing. So, yeah, just what it spits out is what it spits out. There's no, is this a good comp? Is that a bad comp? Let's look at this. Let's take a look at the aerial. Does it make any sense? It's very automated. To be fair, there are a lot of fee appraisers that do that. A lot of fee appraisers that just put stuff into the appraisal software and just give you what it spits out. It doesn't happen. So basically, yeah, they're very different numbers. They're just unbothered by it. And then there's a map of the market sales. Down the bottom, the one on Ball Street's in Coconut Cove, and then the one on 94 Ridge Harbor's in Coconut Ridge. And the subject is just outside that area, on 17-ish. All right, let's get started. You're like faster than the tablet. I might just walk over. All right. This is 17204, so it's 75% complete for 2020. So it was 475.99. Done. So the house is under construction. It's a 5 FB plus. Doesn't have a neighborhood adjustment. So 294 is 294. A lot of the values in the land. Great little piece. Okay.
Sorry, Eamon.
All right. What are our comps? We got. Let's go down to the pictures a little bit. See. Okay. Okay. This is. Oh, I don't need the address. 3633 Coconut Drive and 4 Coconut Ridge. So this is a 5SS plus. It was built in 1991. So this is an older house. The new one's obviously a brand new build. But this house was built in 91 and renovated a little bit. It has a similar land value. It's on the same bay. 8684. 4 Coconut Ridge is, let's see, it's got a much better land value. Probably pretty close to. This is a
Sale there.
here it is in UDR. Oh gosh, okay. Yes. Great. So the adjustments for these, the subject is better than this. It's a brand new house. The subject is not, the land's not as nice as this. What's the next comp? 3675 Coconut Drive. This was a 4SS. So this is an inferior house, but it is similarly situated. So when adjusted, basically, this is a much inferior house selling for 385, and the subject's at 631. Twice as much house as what this grid is telling you. we would expect this thing to be sold for $714 because it's brand new. That's pretty much what it is. Brand new. On equity, let's see what we got. 649. Our comps or other stuff, we can scroll down a little bit. The 5 equity pluses on Copano Bay. Some of them are brand new. This one, some of them are not. Well, we're all ending up in the same ballpark. 5 equity, 5 equity plus, all on 1781. So we're fine on it. These things are all floating in the same ballpark. And what's our sales ratio in this area? 1.00.
Did you bring the card back up again?
Yeah.
The land,
Yes.
are there two? Yes, okay,
Yes.
that's what I thought.
Waterfront.
There's waterfront, then there's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of that road winds in and out.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Jump seems to be the percent complete, since
Yeah.
flag.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a motion then on case ID 2021-1984, count number 17204. When considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 equity value, I move that we maintain the 2021 appraised value at $631,790.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, case closed. We're once again having to skip 1985, no affidavit available. Opening hearing on case number 1986, account 20291.
Protest is Q2
This is count 20291. Arbuckle Bertrand B. Jr. and Dolores. 303 Cecilia Loop, College Station, Texas 77845. Property description is 2210 Cape Charles, Harbor Road, Unit 1, Block 1, Lot 27. Section 3 is only values unequal compared to other properties. Section 4 is evidence on packet. Section 5 says on the basis of unequal appraisal and in accordance with Texas State Property Code 42.363, we found 6 that are similarly situated in the same general kind of character that suggest the property is overappraised. Thus, we recommend a value of $471,846. Please turn your attention to the uniform and equal section of the appeal summary in the packet with respect to the property tax consultant. Section 6 says I do not intend to appear at the hearing either in person or by telephone conference call, signed and notarized in here. Account history shows this property and it was noticed at 578. To reiterate, the requested value is 471, so about $100,000 difference there. It's waterfront property. Their equal and uniform comps are 2211, 2209, 2202, 2207, 22 at all Cape Charles, then 2207 Cape Buchanan, 2404. Adjustments are applied, you get 470. And the next page shows what their adjustments are. Improvement, class, size, and age. And there's a map showing where this is. This is in Harbor Oaks, on the east side here. It's an interior canal, sort of almost the end of canal lot. There. Charles. Comps aren't really, in this case, are not bad. The C comp is kind of weird because it's right at the end. The only difference is going to be Administrative adjustments. All right. So we have place was purchased. 575. Best known number. Effective age was bumped because it got remodeled and it was done this year. It was 50% complete last year. And it got finished and it sold. So last year it was only 279. Finished it out and sold the house. Sold for 575. That's I'm pretty sure. Let's see. 578. There's the house. Now, there's interior pictures. List of pictures. That's the house. There's the interior. All right. Yes. Mind-boggling for this area, but it's the house finished it up, sold it, and we'll replace our roads. All right, the subject. We only have equity. Equity is going to be 588. So our median is 588 on equity. Cape Ann. We have other 6 class properties. This is actually a brick building. So we're not going to have too many that are actually brick, but we do have others that are 6s, 5 pluses. So you see the land value on the proper one is much higher. The land value on the subject is going to be lower because it's the end of the canal. It is waterfront. It's a better waterfront.
Hammond sits in the yard again, it's what?
It's a metal, or I'm sorry,
Masonry.
brick. I forget what the R stands for. Residential, maybe. That's what the
Masonry veneer, which is brick.
yeah. So
It doesn't, it looks like stucco-ish.
yeah. Well, I think that it's actually brick built. It's not just like a facade of brick for aesthetics. It's actually.
It's not a masonry block kind of building. But
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
I've just never seen it.
Yeah, it is an unusual class.
I've never seen it.
The sale price is slightly less than and they got it at 578.
That was on the verified sales price.
You don't want to mark it down to that? You don't want to mark it down to that? 575?
We didn't do that in the other house.
To be consistent.
Yeah.
575.
575, 670.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion then on case ID 2021-1986, count 20291. When considering Q2, appraisal ratio exceeds the median level of appraisal equity value, that we lower the 2021 appraised value from 578,650 to 575,670.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We're going to skip all the way down to 2003. Case 2003. So we'll pick up on case 2003 with a 2-minute break.
We don't have evidence.
No, there's no affidavits for any of these.
What's the lag? I don't know. A lot of times there is on the audio, but I've never seen the delay for video. Yeah, there's a 15-second delay.
Everybody needed an octane.
Started something.
Running something.
The 93 flow.
After listening to that thunder all night long last night, I didn't park in my normal parking space. I parked upstream. No. I mean, yeah, it rained,
But it thundered a lot.
but under a lot.
No rain. No, all of a sudden it's raining.
My Labrador let me know.
About a half inch of rock.
Hear that? Got it.
Yeah, my yard was wet.
Oh, yeah, it rained. I heard it. At some point, I heard it rain.
But I got the grass.
The grass is growing while you watch it.
The neighbor down the street. The old people's probably run weed a flower bed. Well, it's school guy, just kind of played out. Probably does. So I asked him, he said, yeah, I'll call you that too. I got home yesterday afternoon. Still weed them. They were. No, I'll do it tomorrow. What's in there? And the weeds in this flower bed went from the stuff that's easy to pull up. It's that tall. So I think you goofed up taking the day off today. I mean, you know, you're gonna get paid the same for this stuff because you know the root is,
Well, if it's wet, there is.
well, sure, and it's in mulch, so it'd be even easier. But if it's that tall, the roots are the equivalent, you know.
Yeah.
And at some point, they get hard. It's hard to distinguish the flowers from the weeds because weeds bloom too.
Some weeds are pretty.
Yeah. And the stupid vetch stuff. Yeah. It's called vetch. It looks like it's a pasture weed. It looks like a mimosa, you know, the mimosa leaf,
Yeah.
but it's on the ground. And it's a wiry little crawl. It crawls. Oh. The only way to get rid of it.
What's that? Which one is it?
2003. Oh, it's still empty. Back. Yeah.
All
Did anybody
set?
check the bell on that? No, I didn't.
What?
Okay. There's no evidence.
There's nothing on this.
There's no evidence for either.
I have evidence scanned in my system, so if y'all want to look on the, I have evidence. So their affidavits there.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's in y'all's system, but if y'all want to look on the overhead,
Yeah.
I have
You don't
evidence.
a problem with those using the wall.
Fine.
I just think that.
Really? And I won't go the way out. Okay, that's fine.
Right, it's on the system. It's just not on
it's not in your tablet. I have it scanned in. It's on the overhead.
You got it on the wall.
All
All right. This is 46348.
Do we already open it? No. Do we open case?
No.
Oh.
Opening hearing on case number 2003, account 46348.
All right. Awesome. This is the Edward L. Davis Life Estate. Care of Davis, Amanda Jean, P.O. Box 487, Port Aransas, Texas 78378. Property description is 2211 Johnson Road. The Campbell, Block 9, lot northeast quarter of 7 acres, 2.5. And they selected market value and value unequal compared to the properties. Evidence is specified in one packet. Statement of facts or arguments is opinion of value of 200,000. They said they do not intend to appear at the hearing. Signed and notarized in Bear County. And that appears to be it. Okay. Yeah. So this is the packet. They're just saying 200,000. 200,000. That's everything. All right. All right. This is 46348. We said it was rebuilt. This is deja vu. They're all the same. 50% complete in 2020. It's 100% in 2021. Last year it was 116,000. Look at the big door real quick. Is this that big boxy thing? Or? Yeah. This is this. Look at it. It's like a cube. Yeah. It's about a.
Sorry, I'm gonna flip it
It's
so y'all
on
can see
Johnson
it.
Road. Halfway to Aransas Pass between 1069 and the bypass. There's these, Johnson Road is
Bypass is here.
Okay. Still.
historically very low value land ever since the hurricane. This is properties that have been the most change in development. There's RV parks going on. People are building houses, people are renovating old houses. You can still put mobile homes out here. It's wet. It's wet out here.
Is this behind what used to be the big fisherman?
No, it's a big fisherman. It's across the bypass. It's not quite that tucked away. Johnson Road actually intersects the bypass.
Oh, it's on
The
the west
bypass
side
is
of the
here.
bypass.
Yeah.
West.
Yeah. We're oriented south of it right now.
That's why I don't believe
So that's Rockport up there. You come down here.
It just kind of messes up when you do that
That's all right.
over here. That's why I had it the other way. Yeah, it won't pick up a north. It just does this, so.
Usually people who live out here, whose families are moving in the road down here. Okay, so here it is. And this place is, the bottom floor is 1,955 square feet. The top floor, 1,955 square feet. So got a lot of footprint. It's been a while working on this thing. All right. Right. Go back up. Our assessed value on this is 216. Okay. All right. There it is. And let's look at our comps. Okay, our comps, we've got a sale of a residential property on Johnson Road. Okay. The floor class is 4,000 square feet. It's 4,200 square feet, but that is a great comp. What is the odds? Good on the picture. Okay, all right, and there's this large footprint home on Johnson Road, sold for $260 last year. Murphy Road, another one in the same sort of area, 5 MD. This one has a more normal square footage, and it sold for $251. Jacoby, got a 4SS that sold on Jacoby for $255. And then A1 Hill. This is actually a double wide mobile home So it's a 1982 mobile home on A1 Hill Road. Someone bought it for almost $200,000. There you go. All right, so the median value based on sales is 309. Not surprised by that. That's kind of why I was surprised by the market value being 216, but it is what it is. Such a simple property, sometimes it's hard to get the system to understand what's going on in 4,000 square foot blocks. Equity is going to be other properties in this area. There's a lot more variety of classes because we're trying to keep it. The region is really important here. So we've got a 3 class and then we've got a double wide section. There you go, that's great. 4 FP plus on Johnson Road. We've got another one and it's 593. It's got a bit more land for your horses or whatever. If we were, to be fair with this comp number 3, we just have to be under 290. And we're currently, the subject is what, 314?
Yes.
314. So I'm confused. Go back up to the property card.
It's got a homestead.
Oh my gosh.
It's got a cap loss.
Oh crap. Okay. How did that? Wow. Okay, so this is a rebuild. Normally, whenever something is fixed up or changed, or there's a significant change, if it's new value, so it will be new to their homestead. If you build a garage, it gets added onto your homestead value. If you have thankfully there is no phrase here, but this is the person's residence. This is their primary residence, and it was damaged from the storm. So they had 5 years to get it rebuilt, and because they did, and they didn't rebuild it significantly better or bigger, apparently this is what they had before. This whole thing's going to go on as a cap loss. That value is going to creep up like that for a long time, 10% a year. So next year it's going to be 230 something. And the next year it'll be 250 something. And the next year it'll be 270 something. It's just keep creeping until it gets to market value. I don't think there's any kind of argument that this place is worth $200,000. Our notice value is heavily retarded by a cap loss. That's gonna have a cap loss on it for a very long time, unless they sell it.
So the fact that the sales grid didn't quite support your number, we probably need to go ahead and change that anyway, right? Even though it's not going to affect their taxes.
Sure, yeah, you could do that. It isn't going to affect their taxes, but yeah, because what y'all rule on is the appraised value. So yeah, I would do that.
Show me the sales comps again, please.
No, the first
comp.
That's a great comp.
It's a very good comp.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a good argument for 260. Yeah.
Go with that's an excellent comp. I go with 263,540. 263,540.
Yep.
That's
It's adjusted for size.
Adjusted, yeah.
Adjustment for size.
Still won't change their taxes, but that'll at least lower. Okay.
Yep. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to make a motion on case ID 2021-2003, account number 46348, when considering Q2 only, correct?
Q2.
Q2. incorrect appraised market value and equity value. I move that we lower the 2021 assessed value from $314,940 to $263,540.
All in favor?
Aye.
Case is closed. Opening hearing on case number 22010.
I'm sorry, say it again.
I just have our, I don't know there.
Account 58018.
What's the next one?
No, 2010.
2010.
Top of the next page.
Oh, my goodness.
Why are you skipping 2004?
Because there's no affidavit.
I just got knocked out of the system. Hold on just a second.
No,
Okay,
no.
thank you.
You're special.
Which one are we going to? I'm sorry.
2010, account number 58018.
So we have to see it.
I do.
Part of development.
Ready on this one?
Mm-hmm.
This is RNF Development LLC, 4833 Saratoga Boulevard, number 423, Corpus Christi, Texas, 78413. The property description is 2701 FM 3036, A76 Joseph Hollis survey, acres 28.182. Reasons selected are incorrect appraised market value and values unequal compared with other properties. Evidence is specified as being one packet. Statement section 5 says requested value $500,000. Not intend to appear at the hearing, signed and notarized in Bear County. That concludes their evidence. Their opinion is $500,000.
Okay.
Our evidence. So this was purchased in 2020 for $1,048,000. Last year it was noticed at $951,000. This year it was noticed at $1,024,030. All right, so let's keep going. There it is, bunch of land.
Go ahead.
Is there a house on it?
Oh, yeah, there's some hidden houses. So there's a barn, there's a horse barn.
Here's big though.
Wow.
Where exactly?
Oh, it's towards Loop 1781. So there's both barns there. This is the 3036 dead end there where the St. Peter's Church is getting rebuilt. Right. And it's got a large fence way out. There's a house.
Spanish Woods is here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been by there a billion times and never been to Yeah, yeah.
All right, the first comp is the subject, 48,000. Second comp is a residential property on 3036 with significantly less land, just what's needed for the house. They paid $575. I think this is at the front of Spanish Woods. If it was to sell, if the subject was to sell like this, it would be just over 1.1 million. And then we've got some properties there at again, Spanish Woods and Griffith Drive. Is that what I think that is?
Mm-hmm.
South of
Yeah.
It's Lowe's. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Oh, because it's a 5VS plus. That's why. It's the exact same type of house. So you can
Big land.
neutralize location, how's the house.
Lincoln.
These are all pointing that the sale price is pretty accurate. It's pretty on par with what you'd expect. And I have to agree. I mean, it's not like a cheap purchase, but it's also below the bank. buying this place is pretty nice. I think everybody's happy there. The equity grid, other properties, 5-class homes. Obviously, there's not going to be, just neutralize the land. The land is what the land is. And there, it shows that we're a little heavy. Again, this is the nature of paired sales analysis. It's going to happen. You have to delta loss. But our equity value is $1,007,000 and change. Y'all want that number exactly, or you just round it to 1,007,000? Because it's less than our number by 20 grand. That's it.
Okay. Okay. I make a motion on case ID 2021-2010, count number 58018. When considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds the median level of appraisal, I move that we lower the 2021 assessed value from $1,024,030 to $1,007,000.
Okay, just for your information, we have now finished the 8:30 docket. Schedule. Can only get better.
Well, they don't do an ag exemption.
Okay, we'll move on to the 10 o'clock affidavits.
Yep. Yeah.
And I believe there's 2 on that one.
Did our guy not show up in person?
No.
Doing the affidavits and calling it a day?
Sorry, you said there are 2 on the 10 o'clock?
Yes.
But I've got
Yes, 2 affidavits though.
you guys know how much?
I don't, but I'll do it. I'm gonna go ahead and look at.
Well, there's only this.
Yeah, only to their hearing.
Your marked up sheet works great.
Okay. Do that right now.
What do you tell them?
Affidavit only. No, affidavit only.
Do you want me to circle the 2?
Just do them like you did before,
Okay.
it'll be fine.
That one has. I think, yeah, we've got 2. All right. The rest, no.
The rest, no?
Right, the first 2 on the 10 o'clock.
Those are the only ones.
Yes. Down there.
Three or 5. Four.
So all the way down to here.
Okay,
That one.
very good. Thank you.
First.
1971. Okay, open the hearing. 1971. Count 12118.
All right. This is Rodney F. Eckert. Oh, second one, Deborah L. P.O. Box 897, Comfort, Texas 78013. Property description 620 South Fulton Beach Road, apartment 206. This is in Allegro North. Allegro North condominiums, unit 206, undivided 192nd town elements. Reasons selected are incorrect appraised market value and values unequal compared to the properties. Section 4 says it's 1 packet of evidence. Statement of facts are as follows. We are requesting last year's value of $166,420 due to the extensive damage to the property from Hurricane Harvey in 2017. Please see the following statement from the owner. As of January 1st, 2021, we did not have possession of our condo because there were only bare sheetrock walls with no electricity, water, or sewer. We are only now in finishing stages of completing the reconstruction of our condo. Most respectfully, property tax consultant. Section 6. It does not intend to appear in the hearing either in person or by telephone conference call. Signed and notarized in Bear County. And I believe that's it. Okay, so the subject is 50% complete last year, 75 this year. We're aware it's not done. Market value last year was 166. This year it was noticed at 268. For it says buildings 200 and 300 are 75% complete. All right. I don't know which ones are 200 and 300. That's right. All right, there's a note. It says subject 75% complete. Comps 1 to 3 are 100% completed sale and contain appropriate manual adjustment. Our software does not like comping incomplete properties. They don't like doing it. So there's a manual adjustment to back off 25% of the value. Comp number 5 is 50% complete at the time of the sale. Let's look at comp number 5. Because we all know these things are going to sell for a ton whenever they're done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
There is no comp.
It's 50% complete.
The other 5.
Bummer. Okay, pull it up in packs. Maybe it's on the end of the grid and the page just died. You know what I mean? I'm real curious what that sold for. 50%.
There is not one.
Oh.
Oh, you mean pull it up? Sorry. What is comp? There's no note of what he used for comp 5 anywhere.
But the grid itself doesn't have
No.
comp either?
No. Like if I look at the sales grid in packs,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, it's comp number 4. That's a typo. Because there's no adjustment. The manual adjustment is missing.
Okay,
I mean, we have a CR on it. So this is
this one.
This is just a deed of trust number. We only know the consideration. We know what was securitized with this thing, which was 261. So they bought it at 50% complete for 261 last year. Popped in to some assessments. And then subject is at 268,400. So and it's a little better than this thing that was 50% complete. In Bay House.
Oh, okay.
So they paid 261 for 50% complete in Bay House. So generally a little bit more affordable than the labor was. All right. So supported on that front. Equity grid is supported. Everything here is going to be pretty uniform. Page. I don't know why this one's $800 less than its neighbor, but it is. For them. Oh, subject to all equity comp 75%. What was their thing? Oh, they said that it was damaged and that they wanted it to be last year's value. There's been progress from last year. That has happened, so it shouldn't be the same value it was last year. And as far as
it was not damaged studs on that.
no, it was their utilities hadn't been turned on. They obviously need to finish out. It's drying in and everything. Even if it was at 50% complete, pardon?
Oh, these are some.
Burner, you know,
Did you say that they can't
because it's a lawsuit against it. I mean, we've had other cases.
Right.
They can't do anything with it.
Right.
It's a lawsuit.
For 3 years, 3+ years.
Fair enough.
I don't think that will. Nobody's brought that up except us.
They get 2 inconsistent things. Got now exactly what they were, but consistent. Right. What's that? Loss of use, that loss. Well, it did say, there was loss of use there. Somewhere, yeah, somewhere. And the discussion of loss of use. Still say early next 2020. Or fight that one next year.
We did it on 2 cases, 2 other cases we gave them. It wasn't loss of use, it was some other term that
I
was
did
used.
it still.
Okay, that knocked off 50 grand or something for that
Because they have
loss of
a
use.
diminished bundle of rights.
That's it, diminished bundle of rights,
Yeah.
that's what they're.
One of their right, a couple of their rights are to, to enter and exit the property, sell the property, lease the property.
They can't do anything.
They can't do any of that stuff.
And they continued to pay property taxes for 3 years without being able
And
to look at it. And 3, 4 assessments.
Yeah,
I say really.
I'm okay with that too.
They raise
Deal
it.
with it when it comes about next year.
Yeah, next year they raise it to $1 million. But, yeah, next year.
Okay. So make a motion on case ID 2021-1971, account number 12118.
You said 1971?
Yes, yes.
I was looking at the wrong one. Thank you, sorry.
Okay.
Carry on.
Um,
you go.
When considering Q1, incorrect appraised market value, and Q2, appraisal ratio exceeds the median level of appraisal or equity value, I move that we lower the 21 assessed value from $268,400 back to the 2020 value of $166,420.
All in favor?
Aye.
Case is closed. Jack, do you have another pen over there? I think Val walked off with mine.
It's the last one I got.
The last one, huh?
That's all you get.
Hey, I didn't do it.
I packed all the other ones up, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a yellow, mark slide.
Oh, yeah.
Opening hearing on case number 1975, account number 14693.
Oh, I have one. I'm good, thank you.
That way when he asks for
For
it
another
again.
one.
Top of page 6.
I'm bad about that.
You heard us talking about her.
No, she's listening. She does, yeah.
I mean,
You gotta keep her mouth shut.
no, it's all good. I don't know why it's
Because
not.
there's just like 5 of them.
Okay.
75.
All right, 14693, property owners may jump in and make jump in.
Well, let me go check.
The, care of Jonah Eaglewood, 1523 Wayfarer Lane, College Station, Texas, 77855. Property is 522 Mac Road, Burton and Danforth, block 225, lot 28, 5 acres. Protesting incorrect appraised market value or values unequal with favorable properties. Section 4 says there's one packet included as evidence. Statement of facts or arguments appears blank. Yep. Section 6 says they don't intend to appear at the hearing and it's signed and notarized in Bear County. All right, I got an account history. The property was noticed at 130. It's just land. Last year it was 45. So this is going to significant land value change I guess that $45,000 number is very old. Okay, so they actually do have a value recognition. 106,000. Suggesting based on what? Oh, okay, it's a median value of nearby properties per square foot. Interesting. Okay. So the land map looks pretty close. Yeah, just nearby land. They're just saying want to be more like their neighbors. 106 instead of 130. Way up from last year either way. All right. Let's see what ours has. All right. It says land table increase. Evidently, yep. Do you want to really just, can we pull up actual rate? I want to know how old that land value is. Just go to the roll history. And just go back until it changes from 45. 2006. So 3 presidents and 2 recessions ago. All right. So we've got $138,000 on this property. The next page is the land. This is on Walker and Mack. Go 188. Ooh,
Sorry.
teleport you to Key Allegro. Okay. This is 188, and there's a little shed type building. That's a Big Fisherman across the street. So if you don't go to the Big Fisherman, if you look the way nobody's ever looked driving down this road,
Exactly.
you don't go down Walker Road. It's this big plot of land. All right, let's look at our cities. What we got? We got Moore Avenue, Walker Road, and Kirby. All right, let's look at the sale prices on these things. Okay, keep going. What's the next one? They're all selling them. Those 2 sold. 43 a foot. This is 95 a foot on Kirby. Size of it, land size, about half as big.
Looks like colors.
Yeah. The weighted value is 131. Go back up to the other ones. That's size. Oh. Actually the same size.
No, 93.5 and 92.50.
Yeah, but the size. On comp 1 and 2.
It's 5 acres.
They're precisely the same
Oh,
size.
5 acres.
It blows up on picture real quick.
Comp 2 is 5 acres also.
1425. That's on more, right?
Mhm.
Did you pull it up in packs 14258? See what's on the inside.
Out of the city limits.
Yes.
Oh, God, okay.
Wow.
It is what? So,
It's the same size.
okay.
All right, let's go back to our evidence. They're requesting, what's their requested value?
106.
106. Okay with that.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
106,700.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion on case ID 2021-1975, account number 14693. When considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds the median level of appraisal, I move that we lower the 2021 assessed value from $130,680 to $106,700.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, we have finished the 10 o'clock docket. And in a minute now.
We're on the 3 o'clock docket then.
3 o'clock?
Yes, so I put on here where they don't have affidavits, these 4 too.
Okay.
Y'all, did it go through?
Yeah, it's going.
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's why I said don't worry about it. So.
Guys still haven't showed up?
No, no, it's too late now.
Oh, good. I guess he can show up for 3 o'clock or 1:30 and 3.
No.
No.
You're not gonna
He's not gonna show up.
Okay.
Wow.
5-minute break.
Sure.
Yeah, you get one of these. You get one of these and go, look how good I want that.
Unfortunately, he's not here. He's usually important. He's all here in Harris, Travis, Bear County, bigger counties. We have a hard time getting
possession at this point. We're gonna be scanning them in.
Yes.
And then, Val will let you know the very next one, and then we'll just proceed going forward with those.
Right. So we'll finish up the 3 o'clock. I've got
Right.
those
Right, because we
in
have
between the
four.
time I came in the last time, so,
We have 4 for 3 o'clock.
right. But then we're not done for the day. We've just gotten a bunch more, so we'll put those in.
Go back,
Okay.
Yes.
make another pass.
Right.
But as far as my sheet goes, I'm gonna work these 4 first,
Yes.
right?
That's right.
And then you'll give me another set of sheets with the marked up.
Well, we'll just go back to the front of the list, and the ones you didn't check off, you'll probably have right in front of you to start working. Is that the
Yeah.
best way?
But yes, but yeah, I'll give you an
We'll have to
updated list.
verify which ones
Right.
we have. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Already sworn in, so
Yeah, we sworn for all.
I'm good. Get through eventually.
Me too. I had to borrow a jacket. I'm cold too.
Nose is cold. And I
No,
don't
thanks.
get
I think
cold.
it's because there's all those fans and the humidifiers and stuff are running. I think Beth has got a jacket. Kathy told me to grab you one. It's a thick, like, sweater thing.
It just feels
Yeah.
good. I like it.
Beth does.
Always hot.
Yeah.
Always.
Sorry. Perpetually hot. Fingers are blue.
Yeah, my fingers are. I don't know why.
I just noticed a little burning in my nose, the end of my nose, I was feeling it. Might start to say.
Unless those things are heating up the area where the thermostat.
Exactly, they are. Yeah, my wife's oxygen thing, Cindy's oxygen thing, sits close to the thermostat. Yeah. You wake me up. Did you set the thermostat on? It's the same as it always is at night. So I can keep that big blanket on.
Yeah, well, Beth has two. This is one of hers. This is another one. So they finished.
I like blankets. What I do.
You want to use my sweater? Beth? You want to use
I just,
it?
I just want, you got cheese up there.
I'm freezing.
It's stylish. It's stylish. Okay, we ready?
Yeah. Thank you.
There are 4 in the 3 o'clock docket that we're gonna do first. Opening a hearing on case 1977, account 15057.
It is top of page 12. All these next 4 are all the same.
All right. So this is count 15057.
Sorry.
On land in. All right, R. Eckert and Eckert D. P.O. Box 897, Comfort, Texas 78013. 49 Lakeshore Circle, Cape Valero Estates, number 1, block 2, lot 24. Reasons selected are incorrect appraised market value, values unequal compared to other properties. Section 4 says the evidence is 1 packet. Section 5 is blank. Section 6 says they don't intend to appear in the hearing. And Section 7, signed and notarized in Bear County. Shows our notice value of $38,500. There's nothing to look at. And their recommended value is $33,900. All right. So this is at 257, and their comps are at less per foot. Scroll up again real quick. I'll look at the map. All right. Okay. They're just reporting that this thing's high. Compared to other little things around this little retention thing. right. All right, last year it was 36,880. This year is 38,500. It is. Land sales, our sales grid says 41,000. It's gonna be fine. I mean, it's not really making a sale or anything, it's making it pretty hard. So
Okay, sorry, I didn't
that's okay.
hear that.
All right. So we've got other properties on 53 and 63 Lakeshore. They're both exactly 38,500. And another one, there's a bunch of them apparently that are 38,500. Let's go see what is going on. These might be, I don't know. Let's find out. I think one of his was one.
I'll look, hold on, sorry.
One's their little thing grab. And 15607. It's the right property.
You said 15607. 15067.
15067. Sorry.
Okay.
15057.
Well, go to general. There's no. Economy of size.
Want another one?
Sure.
One
We
five zero five
find a
five.
really low one.
This one?
Yeah, 15. Well,
We just did that one.
yeah. Let's do 15055. Why not?
Oh.
That was all. Go to general. Oh, there you go. That's your answer right there. Go back to the market value. It's the appraisal method. These are lot values. The reason you adjust it for square foot, you get a different amount, is because they're not square footage values, they're lot values. So that means that these things are, the only reason things are on lot values is either because they're hyper uniform, like Whistler's Cove might be something that would have a lot value, or they are seeing sales that do not make any sense square footage wise, and it's because people are all just paying what a lot is worth. The data does not correlate in any way to bigger and smaller. They might just combine them per lot. I think that this one was said it was a sale. Let me go to the roll history of this comment here.
I'm not super sure.
No, I didn't say. Yep, somebody bought it for 74,000 back in the day.
What is the between that?
He's got 4 other lots here that.
14.
Next that are 34,600.
Okay, let's look at it.
On a per lot basis.
Okay, so 34, so 15065. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't know. That is kind of weird. Let's go to our sales grid. Maybe you left us a great crumb in our sales grid.
I'm sure how the median is 32. They're all 36, 38. Which is 32.
Go down.
They're asking.
Go back up.
Well, it just says land value at median.
Okay, so somebody bought 64 Lake Shore. And it's 300 square feet bigger, they paid 40,000. We're at 38 on the subject. So that's a pretty great sales comp right there. Pull up on Picto 153031.
Thought I could see it without pulling
Yes,
it up, but
same.
I was looking.
Oh, okay, you don't get to see it.
No,
Sorry.
that's why.
Okay,
That's probably let me look. Hold on.
there's a couple of those that don't have a.
Thought it would say something.
Cents value for what usable land's value.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I can't find it either. So 5031. What is going on? Hold on.
That's okay. What was last year's value on this thing?
On what?
The subject.
36,850.
36,850. Okay. So what the work that was done this year looks like it was at least the sale of that 64 Lakeview or whatever it was. And it's 300 square feet bigger. It sold for 40 grand. Marginally bigger.
If your land table is per lot value, that really, would that come into play?
No, this is kind of weird as far as how it's set up, but we just need more of these to sell to find out what people are willing to pay for stuff on this little lake. We have the sale of one of them for 40 grand, and it's about the same size as the subject. So that note in there said that's all we got. That would tell you that it should be about 40 grand. And the pretty limited data. Pretty limited data. The comps that he's using. I to tell you the truth, I don't know why these things would have an economy this size. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because it's either a lot value or it's not. And the whole point of a lot value is to get away from that kind of thing. It's basically to say, no one cares if this is a little bit bigger. Because you buy this to put a house on it. The things that are going to make it different are going to be usability. Like that thing doesn't have direct access to this thing. I don't know if you want access to this. I'm probably 2 feet deep, but maybe to see birds and stuff. Maybe he doesn't care as long as he can see it. But I don't know, traffic or something. Economic obsolescence is what will affect it. But as far as square footage, I think that one might sell for more than the rest of the. And some of these are real narrow. But the majority of these, it's like you get that one and you get that one, they're going to be the same.
Way on the other side of the table.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a table. The bay, the part of Port Bay right there.
Oh, I've never heard of all that.
There you go. So, yeah.
Oh,
Seriously.
I have heard that. That does ring a bell.
If we're doing it by lot value, the next three are 34,650.
Right.
They're all around that lake.
They're all the same. They're all the same.
They're all the same. So why is this one 34,650?
I don't know.
There's an argument for.
I don't know.
Decision.
You didn't have this information, you know, the rest of them.
65 and 66.
Up there, but it's 66 isn't shown.
Isn't shown.
It's in between, I assume it's between 65 and 67.
Yeah, he shows 65, the blank one, 67.
And they're all owned by him.
Yeah, there's 3 comps that are owned by him, and it skips a lot, and then there's 15, 69.
65, 67.
Oh, so those over there are owned by him and they're less.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why this one's higher. Probably should be the same as the other one.
This would be the same as that. Of course, it's-
All right. Okay, I'm gonna make a motion then on case ID 2021-1977, account 15057. When considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value, Q2 equity value, I move that we lower the 2021 assessed value from $38,500 to $34,650.
In favor? Aye. Case is closed. Opening case number 1978, account 15065. They found a paper for just a minute. 65, 66, and 67 are all owned by the same person.
Okay.
Do they get lumped together in that checkbox?
Oh, is it they get any kind of like economy of size?
Yeah.
That's what the 90% adjustment is in these. That's what that is. Because I was gonna say, why is it, if they're on lot values, why are the bigger lots less than his other ones? And it's because they already have an economy of size for this guy, owning all 3 of them. That's what it is. That really needs a note. Could you put in general on there? No, yeah, in there.
Sorry, it's easier for me.
Okay, that's
See,
fine.
let me just.
Just put a note in general, just say 90% economy of size or something like that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, right.
you know what?
Okay, so just so you know, it's there.
Might be $100.
What?
That's why.
What's the Jack?
I'm just letting you know
It's
it's.
not gonna-
Oh, yeah, I
It's not gonna feel $900 difference.
All right, do their affidavit.
Total.
All right, this is 15065. Eckert R and Eckert D, PO Box 897, Comfort, Texas 78013. 65 Lakeshore Circle, Cape Valero Estates, number 1, Block 2, Lot 32. They selected incorrect appraised market value, values unequal compared to the properties. The evidence is 1 packet, statement of fact or arguments is blank. They've selected that they don't intend to appear at the hearing and sign and notarize in Bear County. They've noticed at $34,650. And their suggestion is $33,078, based on a price per square foot. All right.
That's it.
Yep, 3378. All right, let's go to the real quick. All right.
Wait, the comps for those other properties, right?
Yes, and an extra one. So you can go back to their comp map. It's his other 2 properties, and then number 1 is down there at the corner of South Side of Cape Valero Drive.
So, go up a little more, Jackie.
Oh, other way. Yep, there it is. So number 1 is 210 a foot. And the other 2 are 221 and 216 a foot.
Okay.
Yeah, for our evidence, let's pull up 15034.
But it's because of the lot.
It probably is just gonna be a
method
lot.
versus square footage, it's costing.
Okay, so this one's actually not on the, it is on the lot value. 38.5, got an adjustment. Oh, because it's two of them. So it's got an adjustment down because it's oversized. It's like a double lot. This one's a double lot, and that is essentially an economy of size. More severe than the other one because if you look back at the map, you can't subdivide it like the others. These three are real easy to put 3 houses on.
It would be
That
this
one, maybe you get 2, but the second one of them is getting the short end of the stick. It's probably just going to be 1 house that's usable land for really 1 property.
In the canal, you could put oil. It's not even out to lake. It's a,
Technically, you can't get to it.
Yeah, I don't think
Imagine
anybody
2.2.
wants to get into it. Yeah, I think it's from looking at birds. But the reason the others are different per square foot is because they're on a lot value. You've seen that their market values are all the same.
15,000 is, that's actually a lot.
Oh yeah. You know, actually, all of Salt Lake is
deeded.
property. It's got like a parcel ID and stuff. It's technically the land under the water, and the navigable water belongs to public. And then,
I would say it's all the property.
it was originally a ranch. It was the Chapter Ranch, maybe it's Chapter Ranch. Coleman Fulton Cattle Company. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. It was the Coleman Fulton Pasture Company.
Okay.
And they subdivided it up. And I would just say we've already seen this. The lot values are all the same. It wouldn't make any sense to equalize one of them and then have
Right.
chasing your own tail now.
Okay. Just keep over this one the same.
Okay. So I move on case ID 2021-1978, account 15065. When considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 equity value, I move that we leave the 2021 assessed value at $34,650.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. That was 5,
79.
7, opening hearing on case ID 1979, account 15066.
Let's see, 15066 Eckert R. and Eckert, PO Box 897, Comfort, Texas 78013. Property description 67, Lakeshore Circle. Cable Air Estate number 1, block 2, lot 33. Reason selector, incorrect appraised market value and values unequal compared to other properties. Evidence is described as 1 packet. Section 5 is blank. Section 6 says they do not intend to appear at the hearing. Section 7, sign and notarize the mayor count. Notice at 34,650. And their suggested value is 33,347. It's using 2 comps. And it's the same thing that we saw last time as far as measurements and adjustments. And that's it. Just for our rebuttal on that, you don't have to reopen it. The reason there were 3 comps on the last one and 2 comps on this one, because it only works this way. You go the other way, it doesn't work that way because the lots get smaller. So if you're doing square footage adjustments, it doesn't work. So it's the same argument. It's just I feel like it's just kind of silly in context. 15066. Last year it was 26,550. And this year was noted 34,650. This thing has an economy of size because it's the same person owns all three. And we'll just point out again that the one sale we have on Lakeshore, which I think is comp free on all these, is was $40,000. Somebody did buy one of these lots for $40,000. So that's that.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a motion on case ID 2021-19789. Okay. When considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value and appraisal ratio at Q2, appraisal ratio exceeds the median level of appraisal or equity value, I move that we maintain the 2021 assessed value at $34,650.
All in favor? Aye. Case closed. Opening case ID 1980. Count 15067.
All right. This is Eckert R and Eckert B, PO Box 897, Comfort, Texas 78013. Property is 1122 Cape Valero Drive. Cape Valero Estates number 1, Block 2, Lot 34. They selected incorrect appraised market value and values unequal compared to other properties. It says the owner's opinion of value is $26,550. The hearing type selected is I do not intend to appear at the hearing. Signed and notarized in Bear County. That is it. Their opinion of value is $26,550. Last year's value. Our evidence is the same as the other properties. This thing has an economy of size. The property owner, I presume that this would sort of explain what the rest of them were about. Probably wants it to just not change and to be what it was last year. Well, land value is always appreciated. You have a sale at $40,000. So you can't be leaving stuff at $26,000 when it's selling for $40,000. Oh.
Make a motion on case ID 2021-1980, count number 15067. When considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 equity value, I move that we maintain the 2021 assessed value at $34,650.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's it until we get the newly.
I'll get the door.
Sorry. We're gonna be going to the regular 10 o'clock docket, and I've got 3 in there ready to go. And it'll be these that are circled in red.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tell you which one.
We have to go back out.
Regular 10 o'clock.
So we gotta go back out.
They're all right.
They've got 4 affidavits, fill in the blanks.
Those.
Skip before.
6-1.
Everybody ready? Okay, we're opening the hearing on case number 1987, account 20361.
Waiting for Bill, can I get started? Okay. 20361. Rick's Homes LLC, 4833 Saratoga Boulevard, 423, Corpus Christi, Texas, 78413. Property in question is 2006 Crescent Court, Harbor Oaks, Unit 2, Block 4, Lot 60.
Sorry, Eamon.
Okay. No, I'm waiting. So,
Seven.
they selected market value, correct appraised market value and values that equal compared to other properties. Evidence is described in one packet. Section 5 says asking value $54,890. They do not intend to appear at the hearing, and it was signed and notarized in Bear County. That's it.
That's it.
So 54,000. All right, this is 20361. It says it's currently listed $530,000. Last sale price is 2020 or $65,000. So the land was bought in for 65 grand. A year ago, they built the house. They're selling the house for 530. That's it. What's their go back up? What was the sale price on this thing again? My brain jumped out.
65 in 2020,
And they're requesting what?
54 last year's
They
value,
want last year's number. Okay, and we're at 61 something.
61,750.
Okay. All right. Keep going. Sales grid. First one is not subject. Don't know why. Probably in there later. We have Encina Circle sales. These things are selling for $11.52 a foot, $7.82 a foot. There's the subject.
There it is.
Sold for $7.58 a foot, and then somebody got one for $3.72 a foot. So the median is $7.66, which is just barely above the subject's actual indicated sale price of $7.58 per foot. But when weighted, it's right on what they paid for it. So there you go. 3 other land sales in that area. Equity-wise, it's just on a land table. For the rest of this stuff, it's going to be exactly the same. No funny business.
Can I see the commentary?
Yeah.
Came in mind.
That's trailer.
Yeah, so this is.
This one actually backs up against trailer. 65 is a pretty great price for a lot in Harbor Oaks, but it's because that thing is played up against
So it's
trailer.
good.
All right, so 61,750. I'm gonna make a motion on case ID 2021-1987, account number 20361. Considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds the median level of appraisal for equity value, I move that we maintain the 2021 assessed value of $61,750.
Favor?
Aye.
Case closed. Opening hearing on case 1994, account 31068.
Cherry and Henderson. All right. Also Rick's Homes LLC, 4833 Saratoga Boulevard, Corpus Christi, Texas, 78413. Subject is 310 Cherry Hills Drive, Rockport Country Club, number 1, block 1, lot 13. They selected incorrect appraised market value, values unequal compared to other properties. Evidence is listed as one packet. They're asking for 52.8. They don't intend to appear in the hearing and sign and notarized in Barron County. All right, last we have the subject, and it was purchased in 2021. So this year they just bought it for $63,000. It's for sale now for $635 for the new house. So we're doing it again. Bought a lot, selling the house. They want last year's value. They paid. What did they say they paid? Let's say 63.
Sorry, let me go up. 63.
63 and it's verified. So, yeah,
There you go.
it should be 63.
Okay.
That's all.
Let's go through your rates if you can.
Sure. Okay, comment number 1 is 310 Cherry Hills sold for 63, so it indicates 63. We have a sale on Peachtree for 58. When adjusted, the sale was actually 55, but it's a different size, it's a little smaller. Oh, okay. The value is a little bit lower.
Right.
Got it. And then the equity rate is fine. So the market grid is what, 61 what?
971.
Go to the bottom, this is a huge equity packet, what's down there? Just an enormous ratio report, okay. I didn't know if there was a listing or something at the bottom. All right.
Okay, so 6197?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna make a motion on case ID 2021-1994, account number 31068. When considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 equity value, I move that we lower the 2021 assessed value from $65,760 to $61,970.
Favor?
Aye.
Nice catch.
Opening the hearing on case 1996, account 31643.
Sensing a pattern here. Oh, Rick seems to have an MO. 3164. Rick's Home LLC, 4833 Saratoga Boulevard, 423 Corpus Christi, Texas, 78413. This is 601 Silverado, Rockport Country Club, number 2, block 26, lot 34. Selected incorrect appraised market value and values unequal compared to the properties. Evidence is specified in one packet. For statement of facts or arguments, asking value 48,140. Does not intend to appear at the hearing. Signed and notarized in Barron County. All right. Currently listed for $500,000. It was sold in 2020 for $62,900. Sold land only for sale with new house. Land only at 11 improvement. Storage building maybe has to be removed for 2021. Oh, there was a storage building on there previously that was taken off. It was just land. Nobody cared about that storage. Oh, wait, go up a little bit.
It was partially on there.
Got it. So this is probably a 10% complete. It is. We have it as 10% complete. So the photo was taken. Go to the picto on January 2nd. So there's some foundation going in. It's got utilities underneath it. That's when you can see the floor plan of the ground. That's the that's 10%.
Yeah.
That's typically how it is. Sometimes we leave for other things, but Scott is meticulous, so let's see, land sale bar.
It's in Augusta.
The subject sold for 65.9. No, sold for 62.9. We have it at 65.9 for the land. And
No, that's.
so what he's doing, what he did when this evidence is put together is, it's just talking about the land value. The improvement value is just 10% of his future property. And what's being shown is they bought the place for 62.9. We have it at 65. And then there's other sales. Got a sale on Augusta. We're going to adjust this higher for the next one. And this one adjusts lower. So the median would be the weighted value of these. It's weighted, straight up. I would say this says 65, but this sales subject is the same. So if they bought the land for that, then the land value should probably be whatever that is. Yes, yeah, that's our number that we have for it. I don't know what kind of verification we have for that, but that's the number we have.
But where's the 10% of the structure?
It's not on this grid, because this grid is just gonna, again, if you're comparing improvements, it just neutralizes the land. And if you're comparing land, it won't do improvements at the same time. So it's one or the other. So if he wants to illustrate land value, you're just gonna ignore the improvement. Because all you'd be doing at that point is saying, well, here's how our improvement values are, in Country Club. But this place isn't even being built. Or is even close to being done. It's like construction stage.
On January the 2nd.
On January the 2nd, yeah.
But today it's being listed at what?
500 grand?
500 feet.
So I'm done. Rick is efficient.
500,000.
500,000. Yeah.
So it should have had another 50,000 added to it for the 10% that was complete on January the 2nd.
Okay, let's find out. We have 30,000 added to it for 10% complete. So what that means is if it was 100% complete, we'll be below their sale. When this thing is done, if it sells for their asking price or 98% plus, which is what's been happening, our number is going to be below their sale.
We just need to reduce the land from 62.9.
Yes, if you do that.
For just the whole thing, $3,000.
Whole thing.
$3,050.
What, yeah, I mean, that's kind of a funny number.
Yeah, but we don't fit into which is with, say it again.
So you're saying this is 3,000. That's fine.
Because the 30,280 for the improvement is probably right, maybe.
It's a guesstimate.
Yeah,
It's probably
you just figured it out.
based on their asking price, it was a low guesstimate, but
Yeah.
But
that's.
look, the retail would cost money.
Yeah.
So that's probably
Close enough.
close
Yeah,
enough.
close enough.
But at 65,950, the sale was 62.9, that's $3,050 difference.
So 90.
So 90.
230. I'm gonna make a motion then on case ID 2021-1996, account number 31643, when considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value, and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of appraisal or equity value. I move that we lower the 2021 assessed value from $96,230 to $93,230.
93,230, is that what you said?
Yes.
On the 10 o'clock docket again?
Okay.
And
Are these things just trickling in? Is that what's going on?
yes, they're with the, and then we have to catch up. So it just takes a little bit. And then I think I need your other sheet of paper there.
So what she's telling you, Charlie, is she's stringing us along till 5:30 today.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we come back from lunch, it'll be like. Yeah, good day to say, I'm gonna knock out Burger King.
Okay, so 3 more, and there'll be more coming. I mean, 2 more,
2 more.
and there'll be more coming.
We have 2 more,
Okay.
and there'll be more coming.
Oh, there's about 4 accounts left.
Catch up with that.
Catch up with that sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, opening hearing on case number 1993, account 26528.
Bottom of page 7.
All right, this is 26528. Evan Dinger Properties LLC, PO Box 634, Rockport, Texas 731. This property is 900 North Church Street, Live Oak Heights, block south half of lot 11, all of 12. Reasons for protesting: correct appraised market value and values unequal compared with other properties. Evidence is described as one packet. Section 5. Nope, it's not. Section 5 is.
Sorry, Eamon.
That's okay. It's just funny. It's all in the bottom. Opinion of value is $45,050. Says they do not intend to appear at the hearing and sign and notarize in their account. $45,000. Opinion of value. All right. 26528. This is last year's notice value. Last year's certified value was $71,690. 50% complete / damaged. And it's in Old Rockport. There's a note on this account that says physical adjustment. Home is in need of repairs. That means that this place is got damage that's beyond regular depreciation. It's just really messed up. $17,000 on the improvements and $40,000 on the land. Go back to their evidence real quick. Is their opinion 40,000 to 800? Is that what it was?
Yeah, which was last year's.
No,
45.
45.50.
Last year's value.
Yeah.
Last year's value was 71. Oh, okay, so the evidence package is wrong.
45.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So wait, go up to the top page. What does it say? 2020 market value 71,000. We'll look at the thing in packs and make sure which one's which.
45,050.
Okay, so that's just a typo, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Subject to 50% complete. Note on the bottom there. You're good. Go to page.
Sorry.
What's the victim look like?
Okay. This is on Church Street. So you go by the Rockport Elementary and go up Church Street towards the little historical building there, little unique place. And it's a very damaged house in Old Rockport. Fixer upper, or maybe you just demo it.
Methodist Church.
No.
No, that's the school.
That's Rockport Elementary.
Oh, okay.
All right. Our comps are going to be houses that aren't even remotely as bad as the subject. All the comps are adjusted by the system to be damaged because of physical adjustment, different from percent complete. They can actually do it. So if they were to sell this thing like the other things sold, and it really is 50%, it should be $84,000. We were at 57. But again, all these sales they're not going to be damaged properties. They're going to be fine. The question is a matter of percentage. Is 50% the right percentage or what? Let's see. There you go. Just go to the equity grid. What does it say? Equity grid's fine. Subject 50% complete. All comps are 100% include appropriate. So I get you a 67. And okay. So the evidence is obviously kind of hypothetical. This is a unique property in that it's very damaged.
It has been for almost 40 years.
Has been for a while, which tells me two things. One, it's equally likely as time goes on that this building is just so damaged that it's just impairing the land and you've got to get it off of there. That's why it hasn't been fixed yet. Or the building is usable and that's why it hasn't been demoed yet. So they're waiting to get the money together and the contractors and the wherewithal to actually do something with it. The longer time goes on, the more uncertain the difference is there. It could be either way.
I'm thinking beyond.
So, but,
10,000.
whatever, I don't know.
I'm thinking
Super damaged houses.
Fixable. $17,000 is not much money. That's a bargain if you fix that house.
And I don't know if it's fixable. I don't know. I mean, our evidence, our data says it probably is, but it may not.
Kind of thing I'm gonna say.
Can we look at the card again?
Yeah.
Thank you, photo.
Fix anything, you have to fix the whole thing.
It's a home in need of repairs.
North Shore.
Main area has only $11,000 value
Correct.
right now. It's just 10,000.
40% neighborhood adjustment that brings it up to 17,000.
It only has 11,000 on it now. It's almost nothing.
Yeah, I don't really see any reason to change this. Land's going up. If you can do anything with that house, it still has at least $10,000 or $11,000 value.
Let's get it next year when when and if they do, but I'm a little 15 minutes. I was suggesting that.
And you don't want to take it off because that creates a problem if they do rebuild it. Bring it back on again.
Okay.
Remember, we've taken things down to $100 or something in the past just to keep it an element active.
Got it. Got it. Suggested. But
Right now it's 17,000.
part of that's neighborhood adjustment, a good $5,000 neighborhood adjustment. They've got it 12,180 or something like that.
Plus the increase.
Increase is almost all in land.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I don't see any reason to change that. Yeah. And it still seems to be less than either sales or equity. So I don't see any reason to change that. Yeah, okay. Make a motion. And make a motion on case ID 2021-1993, account 26528, considering Q1 correct appraised market value or Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds the median level of appraisal. equity value. I move that we maintain the 2021 assessed value at $57,807.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, case closed. 2 minutes, yeah. Oh, 1999.
What was the final disposition? What was the final number of the last? We left.
1999.
Oh, 99.
Is he a rental slumlord?
No. Movie theaters. Movie theaters.
Oh, he's the
I have it on my board.
Yeah.
North Shore 8 and Alamo Draft House in Corpus.
Okay.
And the Old Lake Jubilee,
1999.
which maybe is.
Ready? Opening hearing on case number 1999, account 32728.
Evan Dinger Properties LLC, PO Box 634, Rockport, Texas 78381, 820 North Church Street. Smith and Wood, Block 59, Lot 9 and 10, and 8 feet, the closing of row. I don't know if that's no street or some other row I have. That's kind of right. Row closing right away. Thank you. Incorrect. Appraised market value and values unequal compared to other properties. Section 4, evidence is described in one packet. Statement of facts or arguments is as follows. On the basis of unequal appraisal and in accordance with Texas State Property Code 42363, we found 5 that are similarly situated. They're the same general kind of character that suggests the property is overappraised. Thus, we recommend a value of $71,746. Please turn your attention to the uniform and equal section of the appeal summary in our packet. Most respectfully, property tax consultant. Section 6 says they don't intend to appear at the hearing. Section 7 says they sign and notarize in Taylor County. Account history shows this property was noticed at $86,010. I've got some comps there. In Old Rockport, Orleans, Pearl, Wood, Austin. Go back up to the one above it. Okay, so they're saying this one's 58 a foot in aggregate, and the other stuff is less. Should be 41. This is $71,000. Oh, okay. Great. Old Rockport. All right, 327.28. Land and neighborhood increase in 2021 in Old Rockport. Last year was 71,000. This year is 86,000. There's been market activity just raising property values in this area. Go back up. I want to look at that for a second. 86,000. The other thing is an effective age 1950. That doesn't look like a 1950 effective age to me, but the 1950 effective age would have a door hanging by one hinge and some birds living in it.
I see 2,000 on the corner.
That is for the porches and the MA. We don't know the year it was actually built. And it's appreciated just to the bottom of the table, 39%. It's on $37,000 worth of land. There's only 50 grand in all those improvements. There's a detached garage. just on the face of it, this property seems wildly underappraised.
I noted it.
Yeah. This place is really worth over 150, so. All right, grids. Sales grid, we got a 3SS on Patton, sold for 110, and a 3SS on Cornwall, over 825. That's about. And then 1106 Allen, another 3SS, sold for 165. This house, the subject is pretty small. It's only 800 something square feet. But the indicated market value based on these sales is 103,000. Equity grid shows that we're good on equity, 86,000. The other properties, 3 SSs in Old Rockport, and they're tracking right along with it. There's when adjusted to be like the subject, to have the garage that it has, same square footage, and that kind of thing. That one right there is 111,000, but it's bigger. So you make it smaller, add the garage, take some years off, whatever it needs to do. Get 86,000. That's where we're at. Go to the bottom. Is there any other interesting stuff?
No.
What's our ratio in Old Rockport? 98, 98.6. So we're lagging in Old Rockport. There's just a reasonable amount of diversity, but it's really just like people don't. Not only do they not care that stuff is old in Old Rockport, they like that it's old in Old Rockport. So it's making values look really weird. It's almost like a historical neighborhood. Oh, in some places it is a historical neighborhood.
Okay. I move on case ID 2021-1999, count number 32728. When considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds the median level of appraisal. I move that we maintain the 2021 assessed value at $86,010.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is that it?
All I have right now.
Is it lunchtime?
Not yet.
Pretty close.
11:15.
Looks like we'll be coming back, this one will be gone.
Can we go outside and play now?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
No bellyache.
Next case is 32729. And it's on the 10 o'clock docket.
You're gonna have more.
I am, I'm talking, or I'm trying to email him right now. He sent some stuff without affidavits. So, yeah, so I'm trying to get it situated, but I'll let you know.
Say the number one more down.
It's a account number, yeah.
Oh,
It's 2,000. It's on the bottom of the 9th page.
Can I borrow Eamon for a second? His evidence is kind of confusing, and I want to be sure this wouldn't have anything to do with these accounts.
Finger and all of those top, bottom of page 9.
Last one.
That's at playtime. Yeah. this way. Yeah, he's on the backside of the fence. And it was used for dump. It was just one of those little 50-100 box or 150 box or whatever. And it was so covered in trash and stuff. We were sitting out by our friend's pool. Rats running on the fence. And they were like, I'm so sorry. It's totally embarrassing. And the people that own the house, trash, garbage, stand outside, they fall out.
Yeah.
But they did. We're good. They got number one city.
Yeah. Yeah, they can do it.
Jackie, what's the PID of the one we just did?
GSM is here.
Yes.
GSM is here.
So we had it.
It was right next door.
Gray house.
I was under the impression we had just done,
We just did 32728.
I was under the impression we had just done this one,
We haven't done
that
any of
one.
them. No.
It's hard to trust with everything.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't have any of those.
Yeah, she got documents from him for those, for some reason she thought that he'd already done it.
We did these Eckerd's. Why aren't they? Right, we did these?
Yeah.
We went all the
Yes.
time, yeah.
I guess she just didn't, we didn't circle.
Yeah.
Eat popcorn. We got to see those. I had no interest in what you see. It was like,
We did McJunkin and McJunkin.
I've had the whole thing to yourself.
It's fine.
So crazy.
McJunkin and McJunkin.
I didn't do all these when it first started,
We did all
but
Rick, everybody Rick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rick.
Take some home.
1972.
Yeah. I was so disappointed. We had rebuilt, but I understand why.
Was the last page?
Yeah, we always said we look 2 months.
1990.
We haven't done any of those.
No, okay.
Anything that's uncircled, we haven't.
R&M
Oh, and you've got this
development.
first page too.
We always enjoyed it.
I think we
It
did
was
this
one of
one.
Because of
We did. Okay, so this one's done.
We did this one, the duplication trust.
Do I not have the right one?
There's this.
Yeah, that was like cool.
1976.
I don't remember if we've done it. I think we have. Out there.
1704.
These two seem further.
In fact, I saw.
2003.
Yeah.
I was.
No, I'm just trying to keep this list.
Just trying to check off the ones. we already done.
75, whatever that was.
I never saw.
Oh, you saw those, okay.
I never saw him until my son wanted to go see Star Wars. And I'm like,
1975.
I'll go. And so we all went as a family. And I was like,
I don't have the offices. I have
this is
these,
kind
but
of cool. Yeah, so I went back and watched all the old ones. Yeah, now every time something from Star Wars comes out.
no, I think it was.
But we did there. This is
I thought it was silly
Ferguson.
when it came out in 75.
Where?
That's this
Oh,
guy.
1926, right?
Oh,
That's not, well,
too cool for that.
Yeah, 50.
oh, 1976, there's the number.
Oh, the case. number.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
And then these, there was no affidavit for these. Looks for 1988. Case number.
no, we haven't done that yet.
Okay, so that one didn't, these were, there was no affidavit for these.
I got you.
So we skipped all these, we caught up.
Okay.
Alright. Okay.
All
Back.
right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. We're opening hearing on case 2000. 32729.
Evan Digger Properties LLC, PO Box 634, Rockport, Texas 78381. 812 North Church Street, Smith and Wood, Block 59, Lot 11 to 13, and 8-foot closing of right of way. Reasons for protest are incorrect appraised market value, values unequal compared to other properties. Evidence is listed as one packet. Says opinion of value, $39,320. Hearing type is selected, item 9 is to appear in the hearing, and sign and notarize in Bear County. 39,000 was their number. It's last year's value. 39,320. Subject is just a piece of land. Notice this year 52,430. The value change in this area was just because of sales, land value went up. Land and location. That's the subject. There's a school there on the right-hand side, south of the subject property. There's a couple of homes on Fort Leeds there. This is an empty lot. We just did the one next to it.
Right here.
Yeah, this is just the land adjacent. Let's look at our sales. What do we got? Got some sales on North Live Oak Street. Sold for, let's look at the price per square foot. $595 a foot, $873 a foot, $457 a foot, $404 a foot. That's on Savinol and North Live Oak. So we are noticing them at $4 a foot. The weighted value based on the market is $582. So if it was to sell like these other things sold, we would expect it to sell for, it says 76,306, probably 75,000. But we noticed them at 52. Equity Grid is other properties on North Church Street, just on a land table. They're all going to be $4 a foot. Subject and all comps are on the same land table. It's got specified, they're all $4 a foot. I think that's it. You scroll down just to make sure there's no other stuff in here. Sales ratio in Old Rockport, 98%. There you go. That's that.
Okay. I'll move on case ID 2021-2000, account 32729. When considering Q1 incorrect appraised market value, Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds the median level of appraisal for equity value, move that we maintain the 2021 assessed value at $52,430.
All in favor? Aye.